Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Driven Wyld. Today we are talking about wrong order delivered based violations on Doordash. So we all know that Doordash has their own series of contract violations, and before it was simply customer order never arrived and extreme lateness. Now we have a new violation, which is wrong order delivered based violations. And I'm sure we all have our words we'd like to say about it right off the bat. So with that said, I want to go over everything you must know about wrong order delivered based violations, what they tell you versus how it actually is, and everything in between. But before we do that, let's go over a quick disclaimer. The content of this video does not contain, is never intended to be, legal, business, financial, tax, or health advice of any kind. This video is for entertainment purposes only. It is advised that you conduct your own research and consult with qualified professionals before applying anything you find online. I also want to be clear that everything that we're going to be going over in this video is very market dependent, and what applies to me in my market may not apply to you. So with that said, let's get started. At Doordash, we strive to create a platform that provides a great experience for all users. This includes the experience of the clients that rely on Dashers to accurately deliver orders to correct individuals. Yeah, let's call that bullcrap political nonsense right off the bat. What they are trying to do is create turmoil between customers and drivers, so that way the infighting's between the two of us as opposed to up with them, even though this is 100% their fault. When a Dasher delivers the incorrect order to their client, this is considered a wrong order delivered violation. This occurs when the name and or order ID on the delivery does not match the client name and or order ID reflected in the app. Wrong order delivered violations do not include instances where the contents of the order are simply missing or incorrect. First off, let's go over a few things that need to be said on this subject. Number one, half the time if we get the wrong order delivered, it's because the merchant handed the order to us, not that we took the wrong order. This isn't 2020 anymore where people are just leaving orders on the shelf and we just took them. That doesn't happen in a lot of areas anymore, especially in my area. Everything's behind the restaurant counter and you have to get the attention of a worker to hand it to you. Second, there are times where the name and or ID is actually not on the bag. Like they just hand us a bag and that's supposed to be it. So either it's the incorrect ID or there's no ID at all. At this time, a single instance of delivering the wrong order does not constitute grounds for deactivation. Dashers who repeatedly deliver the wrong order to clients could lose access to the Doordash platform as noted in the service provider platform access policy. And that's really for all contract violations. This shouldn't even exist as a contract violation, but it seems like Doordash wants to actually find another way to attack drivers, which is just their MO. Deactivations for wrong order delivered violations only take into account your last 100 deliveries or your first 50 deliveries if you are new Dashers. So if you're a new Dasher and you get one and it's like only 40 deliveries in, I wouldn't worry about it too much. Although I will say you need to get really good at cherry picking at that point, because customers who wrongfully give you those contract violations don't typically tip at all. How does this work? When a client receives an order and the name on the receipt and the order does not match their specific order, clients may report that they received the wrong order. In this case, the Dasher did not confirm that the order that they picked up / dropped off matched the order they were dispatched to deliver. So let's say a merchant had 2 Georges or 2 Johns or whatever, and they handed you the wrong John. Now that's on you. Now that being said, could you check the receipt to make sure the receipt matches the items in your app? Sure, which that's going to be more important now than ever, but we sometimes don't even get that receipt. Sometimes they just take a Sharpie and write it on the bag and that's enough in their mind. And sometimes they're like, we'll just keep the receipt for ourselves and not attach the receipt to the bag because we want the record on our side and they shouldn't have a record on their side, which is absolute garbage. Clients will confirm that they received a delivery that was ordered by a different client by uploading a photo of the receipt and details of the incident to Doordash support. Our support team will then be able to verify that the client received the order meant for a different client. And you know what? If they upload a photo and they tear off the receipt receipt, or they turn the bag in such a way where you can't see where the Sharpie is. And that's the photo they sent. That's on us. Honestly, these scams are getting out of hand already between customer order never arrived and things to that effect. But that's just wrong. Like, this is just wrong on too many levels, man. Does this include missing or incorrect items? No, wrong order delivered violations do not include instances of missing or incorrect items within the order, and merchants advise that you should never open a sealed bag. However, to avoid delivering wrong orders, you can carefully review the receipt and order information to confirm that you are picking up the correct order. Will help ensure that clients receive the correct order. And what if there is no receipt on the bag? What if there is no Sharpie writing on the bag? And what if the customer's already proven more times over that they are not a customer to be trusted? You're gonna side with the customer anyway, because those are the kind of scumbags that operate this company. How do I know if I have received a wrong order delivered contract violation? If you receive a wrong order delivered contract violation, it will appear in the ratings section of the Dasher app. Literally the same place in the ratings page where you've received all your contract violations. It'll be at the very top, and you can click on it to write your side of the story, although most people probably aren't even going to look at that. I was deactivated for delivering the wrong order. How can I appeal? If you are deactivated based on wrong order delivered violations, your deactivation email will include details regarding how you can appeal. Please note that you may not appeal via contacting Dasher support, but rather by the link in the email. Sometimes they won't even send you that email. Sometimes they're genuinely just going to withhold that email and say there was a violation on your account and just wrongfully deactivate you, because that's the kind of scumbag company they are. I will leave a link to the appeal process form in the description, but here's the reality. If they want to deactivate you, they're just going to deactivate you. It's probably not going to work out to where you get reactivated. They're scumbags. They always have been scumbags, and they always will be scumbags. This is yet another tool they manufactured to try to put the blame on us for something that they engineered to begin with. They knew that this was a problem, that customers were doing that, and they were blaming Doordash for allowing that kind of behavior to begin with. So now, instead of them accepting the blame, these customers shouldn't have these kind of refund methods, maybe we should stop allowing that, to let's put the blame on the driver so we can keep giving them refunds, and there's more infighting between Dashers, customers, and merchants. Like, what kind of bull crap nonsense is that? Whoever designed this is a total moron. What if you believe this contract violation was a mistake? You can provide additional details if you have a contract violation for delivering a wrong order showing up in your Dasher app. Navigate to the ratings tab and click on the contract violations section. Click on the wrong order delivered delivery, and then click provide additional details. You will be able to give more details about the delivery. Please note your feedback will only be reviewed if, number one, you are deactivated from the platform for multiple wrong order delivered violations, and two, you appeal the deactivation.
Oh, I won't do that. Apologizing is for the weak and wrong, which is why you should do it to me, because you are weak and wrong. And you dance badly.
Will wrong order delivered contract violations impact my Dasher pay? No, violations will not impact earnings in any way. Now, I don't know if they actually send you less orders if you actually have a contract violation. I don't think they do. I think they don't mess with the order flow at all in terms of receiving a contract violation, but doesn't mean that you should look to get another one. Do wrong order delivered violations impact my consumer ratings, status as a top Dasher, ability to receive drive orders, or my ability to use any Dasher app features? No, none of these are affected by wrong order delivered contract violations. These violations will not impact your ratings, top Dasher status, or drive orders, and you will keep access to app features such as fast pay, scheduling, and Dash Now when available as normal. They are more than willing to take your money. They are more than willing to have you take bad orders as a top Dasher. Yes, you could still receive DoorDash drive orders, which they don't even have a pre-scheduled system, but you can still take large orders and catering orders as well, so that's fine. This literally is just, you got a contract violation. They're letting you know that you did something wrong, even though most of the time you didn't even do anything wrong. How can I avoid wrong order delivered violations? Dashers can take extra care when picking up and dropping off orders that the name and or order ID match exactly with the client and order information in the app. This can be particularly helpful when completing a batch order where there are multiple clients. Okay, there's a couple of other points that actually add on to this. Number one, first of all, don't take batch orders at this point. They are literally going out of their way to prove that they are doing the wrong thing by you as a company. So therefore, they're going to make it obvious that they're going to scam you. In fact, Pedro DoorDash Santiago actually made a video about how he got that wrong order violation. The customer contacted them to ask if they were held up by another order and that they will be there as soon as possible. And they claimed that they got the wrong order during his batch delivery. So therefore, it's already a scam. It's irresponsible to work with people like that. Second, you never answer customer questions like that. Hey, there's a delay. You don't have to go into details of what that delay is. You'll be there as soon as possible. If they ask about it, you might want to just unassign the order. These people are too dangerous to work with at this point. Be willing to unassign orders for micromanaging customers now. No-tip customers, micromanaging customers, and customers who are obviously harder to work with are going to cause wrongful contract violations. And let's say you did do the order ID, you made sure the receipt is right or the name on the bag is right. When you do a contactless delivery, make sure you get a picture of the receipt within the delivery itself. Don't be so far away so where you can't do a little bit of reading, where you can't zoom in if someone needs to zoom in on it, but don't be close enough to where it's not obvious where the order is when you dropped it off. Does that make sense? Also, if a restaurant is getting lazy, like it's towards the end of the night, and instead of them actually making the orders, this is something that happens out here, instead of actually making the order, they'll hand you an order that it's obvious that this isn't the right order. This order's been sitting here for 2 hours. This was a no-tip customer. The driver's probably not even coming through at this point. We'll hand them that order and have them deliver that, as opposed to restarting the grill and restarting everything else for this one DoorDash order that came in. And we'll just have them do that and they could get a refund that way. It's better for our books, so it's clearly okay, right? Wrong. If it's not the right order, have them make the right order or have the order canceled because the restaurant's not willing to make it. Now, I do have a few side notes that I would like to go over on this subject. No longer necessary. This feels like a fix that they should have done mid-2020 or like 2021 kind of deal when the world was shut down and people were kind of just leaving the orders on the shelf because it was just easier to get DoorDash drivers to come in and come out. Right. This is not a necessary thing anymore because restaurants are keeping their stuff behind the counter. We don't need this kind of violation anymore. Like, DoorDash at this point is trying to fix problems that aren't really there anymore, and or they're just trying to add certain features in that are just no longer necessary. Or even try to push some drivers out. Like, some of these people may see some of these updates and be like, you know what, that's the final straw. I'm not gonna fall into this crap. And I've been doing this for 3 years and I know that I've been doing my work right. This is just absolute garbage. I'm done. So at this point, we're either going to quit or they're going to find a way to deactivate us so that way new idiots end up coming in. And I say new idiots because they're new drivers and they don't know better, not because they're actually stupid. Batched orders are far more dangerous. I don't care if you like that host and leech order because that one person's a good tipper and there's an extra $2.50 in it. I don't care if the order seems like it's gonna be decent enough to take. The fact of the matter is, batched orders have just become far more dangerous because you got one customer that's really good, they're gonna do the right thing by you because they tipped well, and then you got one customer who is Karen-esque, who's micromanaging, who is going to try to look for any way to get a refund and impose that contract violation upon you, but that doesn't matter to them. And now we could lose our accounts because they say they got the wrong order. I would say at this point, batch orders on DoorDash are far more dangerous and irresponsible to take as a whole. We have become fall guys. One of the things that DoorDash is literally doing now at this point is finding more ways to not only take away our income, but put more of the blame upon us. They're trying to make this environment so toxic and so unbearable, we're gonna find ourselves deactivated in yet another way. Like, they're just gonna find reasons to deactivate you at this point. And yeah, if they want you gone, they're just gonna get rid of you. But at this point, they're just finding more and more tools to justify how they get rid of you in the first place. Trying to create more problems to blame us for. Like, what the heck is that? Cherry picking keeps you safe. Listen, I said it before and I say it again. The customers that actually rate you better, tip better. Customers who aren't going to pull this crap like wrong order refund method or saying the order never arrived. So obviously it's irresponsible to work with customers that do anything less than the right thing by you. People make it sound like it's so unheard of to work with customers that actually tip better. Most people who are in business for themselves know this already. Like, there are people that will literally up their prices just a little bit to scare away the penny pinchers, the nickel and dimers, the people who actually cause problems, the cheapskates. They are literally setting their prices higher to scare those people away and to only work with high quality people. Can it also be considered money hungry and everything else? I mean, I guess, but at the same time, it's also keeping you safe as a gig worker. Multi-apping and exit strategies. This is yet another reason that you should be diversifying your gig portfolio, having multiple apps available to you, and also developing an exit strategy. Because the gig economy, as well as any other job, is an income bridge to what would be a long-term goal. It's not the goal. I know that courier work is cool and all that, and there's a lot of people that actually stay in the delivery industry for a long period of time, as well as working with other companies and other gigs as well. But at the same time, you gotta be willing to leave. You gotta have a way for you to make money that is not dependent on your activity and is not dependent on companies that don't have their best interest at heart for you. So do yourself a favor and look for a way out. Start a YouTube channel, build a business on the side, print on demand, find a way to develop some sort of passive income, whatever that means to you. Really double down on your investments. Really work on building up some rental properties, whatever that looks like. All in all, it is yet again proving that it is irresponsible to stay with DoorDash long term because this is how they're going to treat you. Did I miss anything? Is there something else about wrong order delivered based violations that I have yet to cover in this video? Let me know in the comments. Let's make sure that anybody and everybody knows anything and everything about wrong order delivered violations, and they can make the most amount of money in the least amount of time in the safest possible way. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. As always, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.